Hey guys, welcome to downtown centre Curitiba, the main avenue. Completely empty. You expect to really hustle and bustle being a city centre. Shopping Curitiba, where all the rich people go to shopping, and you see it's black and dark and gothic, except for the red orange bus with a phallic shaped bus stop you see everywhere. Protects people even though there's no crime. Hardly compared to Rio, and black and dark and gothic with Tim Burton style writing, just like the soul of Curitiba. Like the Russian girl that's always messaging me, she's like obsessed with like Tim Burton gothic kind of stuff. But yeah, this is the shopping centre I went in yesterday, and security had me a bag of my long hair and my beard, and looking like a homeless tourist like I am, and followed me around. He just found this dog. He's got a collar on but he's lost, and he just came up to me. I was just talking to a girl then, but yeah, they're not cold here, but yeah, really cool to talk to, just really relaxed. Cause you joining me? We're going on a tour of Curitiba. They say you got a good soul if animals just follow you and come up to you like the kids. Don't worry, you lead the way. We're gonna take over Curitiba, mate. You lead the way, boss. He's got a collar on him, so he does have an owner, but I have no idea where the owner's gone. That's what I mean. They can just, usually in Rio, it doesn't have dogs and pets. They bark at you. These are some of the homeless have them, and sometimes they come up to you and try and bite you as well. I'm going crazy, but yeah, this one is a collar. It's just like let free. Same in Mexico. I was walking back to my place I was working in Guanajuato at 4 AM after a night out, not drinking, but dressed up as a Super Saiyan, and the dog just followed me. He's really cute. He kept following me for hours all the way. Had to feed him some food when he followed me all the way to my hostel. I'm saying, you're not allowed in, mate, I'm sorry. That's what I keep saying in the rest of my videos. The last real things on this planet are animals. And don't worry, mate, okay, we won't look. Animals and babies, it's just so cute. That's what I love about Rio when I'm next to the beach in Barra de Juca. I'm just doing some training, and toddlers would just come up to me and just go, hola, and stare at me like I'm an alien. It's the most cutest, adorable thing ever. Oh no, okay, mate, be careful. The roads, let's go this way, we'll go to the Japanese garden. Let's get some chicas. Don't worry, I'll get one for you, mate. I'll get some garotas, some more hairs this way. You lead the way, you got the nose. Go smell the good ones. Okay, mate. Buen cuidado, amigo. That'd be a good way to get with it. Yeah, no one's staring. Everyone's so peaceful and walking slowly and so civilized. It's like a world away from Rio. It's really nice just to be able to let my guard down and my heartbeat be able to be relaxed. There's a Japanese garden up here, but it's kind of like Maine, European cities where they have a few main avenues. Where are you going? Oh, we found a blonde girl. Goes talk to her. Let's go talk. This kind of sums up Curitiba. Louis Vuitton, all posh. Yeah. Really white European shopping centre. I mean, I don't like to say white. It sounds like I'm being really weird, because obviously white isn't all about being posh and all that kind of stuff. Is that a guy or a girl? A guy or a girl? Jeez. Holy moly. I think it's a guy or a girl. I don't know. A guy girl? I don't know. A man girl? A girl man? I don't know. Transformer in a different kind of way. Doesn't have any boobies, I don't know. That's what I miss about I loved it when the girl came up to me and I said, what's the most attractive muscle on a guy? And a girl went, boobies. That was so cute. I love it when cute girls say stuff like that. They're just really cute. They're just really fofo. Really. I've no idea. I went here for the first time. I was, well, not homeless, but I was kind of homeless. I not slept in 2 days. I slept in the station, and I walked in here with my bag on and my long hair and my beard. And I walked into Louis Vuitton. I've never been in one. Me being a Manchester boy, and I just walked in, and because I was just wondering what I've heard of them, but I've no idea what they sell. Don't tell me they sell. I'm not sure if they sell treasure chests or purses. I mean, don't tell me they sell purses. That's just a waste. Like, the thing they do, they just sell $1 million, $1,000 purses. Like, what a waste. These should be bombed. It just shouldn't exist. They should give it all to homeless. I mean, the ones that are homeless. I mean, here you have some military, first military scene, but it's just so safe here. And in shopping centres like this, they always look at me, stare at me, follow me as well. Just obviously because of my long hair, my beard, and my backpack on. I think I went to another one just down here, and the military, the security always follows me. Same in Lebanon. Me standing out, being foreign, they always follow me. And then whenever I try and talk to a woman, I finally found like a whitish woman I could, you know, with blonde hair, like I did in Lebanon. They were just looking over my shoulder. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to talk to a woman. Oh, bom dia, amigo. Just do turismo. Permiso turismo? What? Yeah, you're not allowed. I think the only homeless in the only few homeless in Rio, but really civilized. I can take videos. They're not shouting at me for taking videos. But some head more this way, downtown. The more we head down this avenue, like yesterday, Sunday, the streets were all empty, except for only one or two homeless follow me, but nothing compared to like Rio de Janeiro, where they come up to you and stroke you and have to touch you. Guy with his coffee, getting ready for work, all dressed in nice clothes. Yeah, Japanese garden. Usually every high-class city has them. Like in Buenos Aires, that has a nice one as well with lakes. But here, it's just there's no lakes. It's a very, very small one with one pagoda. The buildings, they call them in Japan, and very, very small Japanese garden. I can see why the Russian girl likes it, because there's hardly much sun here. She's like pale white. She's like into crystals and, you know, the night and the devil and everything. She's saying that she loves the devil and everything. Really cute and funny. I love that kind of out there attitude. You know, that's why she likes to talk to me, because obviously in Brazil she might be shut out for saying things like that in ultra religious Brazil. Yeah, nice. It's completely empty. Usually it's really quiet. Everyone's keeping themselves to themselves, kind of like Japanese culture. No one's talking, no one's staring at me, there's no shouting. And it's actually, when I slept last night at my friend's, it's probably the most peaceful night's sleep I've had in months. I usually every night I listen to some music, some piano music to make me go to sleep, and I listen to some, he already had some, he does the same thing as me, he already listens to some music before I go to sleep, and I was like, oh, I thought I was the only one that does that. Some Beethoven Moonlight Sonata, but he had someone who's, you don't realise how good sleep is until you really appreciate it. You know, when you're in a peaceful environment, you don't realise after months of being in Rio, usually at 3 AM, there's parties, people screaming or something downtown in Rio. There's always someone like waking you up at 3 AM in the hotel, in the dingy hotel or wherever I'm staying, with loud parties all night. And you can hear them, and you still go to sleep, but you can still hear it like in the back noise, like you're like half asleep all the time. But I feel so amazing after months of actually getting the most peaceful sleep I've had in months. No noise. You feel the good energy, peaceful energy. But obviously all Rio isn't like that. If you go to the rich, quiet areas, not the downtown areas, you do get a peaceful night's sleep. Everyone's wearing jumpers and European style, and so civilized. Which is good and bad. Nothing is 100% good, nothing is 100% bad. There's a yin and yang to everything. Like in Rio, you have the parties and going crazy, and you're really getting out of your system, fulfilling life as much as you can. But then again, you also need peace to calm down and enjoy peace and quiet, which is what this is for. I'm sure this has its parties and its way of fulfilling those kind of needs also. Japanese restaurant right across the road from it. No tourists at all. That's okay. Good. Gingembre and lemon. Put my yerba mate, put energia. Obrigado, amiga.
Obrigada.
Thank you. Okay, to the road. Oh, there we go. Hey guys, back in USA now. Welcome to suburban USA, one of the average little quiet, clean towns. No, just kidding, we're in Europe. We're in Eastern Europe, here back in Poland. Little Holland, and one of the quite clean towns. No, just kidding. We're in Curitiba. Just walking up, really peaceful. It's just really nice. It doesn't look like the rest of Brazil. That's what I'm saying, like you have the whole world in Brazil. And this quiet, clean little town, Curitiba city. You would think we're in some nice little town in Holland. Reminds me of but this is the outskirts of the city. It took me about an hour to walk here from the main shopping centres in the main city here this way. But yeah, it's just really nice to have a peaceful time after the chaos of Rio de Janeiro. It's a world away from Rio, and same with Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo was a different world compared to Rio de Janeiro. It's really... So yeah, I see what I mean. People are always saying Brazil isn't just Rio de Janeiro. Got me a bit matter here, ready to 8 o'clock in the morning, so ready to just probably have a peaceful day today. Just tour the city, find an outdoor gym. Yeah, there's not many crazy stories to say about Curitiba, but it's just like when I first arrived. It's kind of like when you go to it's kind of like when you go to any ordinary unknown town in Holland or Eastern Europe. But you kind of, when I got off the station in the main city centre near the downtown, I remember I was looking around and I saw a bridge, and the grey skies and everything. And I thought, oh, I'm back in England. It reminds me, some parts of it, when you walk down the streets, like back in Manchester, it reminds you of that. Okay, everyone is all dressed up, like, why isn't you wearing sandals? You need to wear sandals, you're in Brazil. Usually everyone wears flip-flops. But yeah, it's nice to chill. That's what I'm saying. If you want to come to Brazil, that's probably one of the best countries to come to, because Brazil and Mexico, because they have like the whole world inside the country. If you want to travel the world but stay in one country at the same time, Brazil and Mexico are probably your best bets. Because anytime you want to go to Poland or Europe, you can just go to Curitiba or come to the south. And it's surprisingly cold here. Like out yesterday, I'm wearing shorts right now, and like everyone's dressed in jeans and jumpers, and I couldn't understand why. But yesterday, some people downtown were dressed in shorts and shirts, and I was like, how are you dressed in shorts and shirts? That's a nice thing. Everywhere's so civilized. There's no graffiti, there's no rubbish everywhere, there's no... And the old lady just smiled at me. What's going on? Am I in Brazil? I'm used to Rio de Janeiro so much, I feel on an edge. That's why when I go back to Rio, I'm always kind of like, okay, time to bite my tongue. And that's when I always leave Rio. People are always surprised about how on edge I am from Rio de Janeiro, making me a bit on edge. I mean, mainly downtown. I know I talk bad about Rio, but I'm just warning. I'm just giving the bad sides. We all know the good sides. The good sides are always on the postcards. I don't know what interesting things to say, some unknown facts to say, but Curitiba is just like any other European town. It's really nice. Lovely to say. I don't have any crazy stories to say about here, but oh yeah, except for the Russian girl I met here 2 years ago. That's why I want to go to Russia, because Russian girls are absolutely amazing. I came here I think 2019, and I saw a beautiful girl from afar, like she was glowing. And obviously that's what Russian girls do. Russian girls, they have this glow about them. And I heard because they high fructose syrup and additives in the Russian food have been made illegal. So it's been passed down generation that they're only allowed fresh food. Whereas you look at Mexico and USA, they have the same food imported to them, and that's why a lot of Mexicans, they never stand out. They're not really known to be absolutely beautiful, but you can find them. You can find the beautiful Mexicans. Like I think they have them in the north, in the Monterrey and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, she's beautiful Russian. So I went up to her and we were talking. Like she was so into me. He was there, and that's why I'm dying to get to Russia, because here in Brazil they're too PC. And yeah, she's not a Satanist, but she likes to like talk about Satan and stuff like that. She's the most funniest, like out of world, break matrix, you know, my kind of girl character I've ever met, and it's really fun to get on with her. She's always messaging me now and then on Instagram whenever I have a chance to get Instagram, which I don't, because I'm always getting banned from there in this PC matrix day and age, getting worse and worse. But yeah, she's always saying, "Go to Curitiba," you know. So now I'm here. I'm going to message her and hopefully we can do a good video with her. I want to do a fun video of her doing a ritual on making. She does rituals with crystals and all that kind of stuff. She's that kind of girl with sacrifice me to the ghosts or demons. Looks like in Paraguay a bit, but much bigger. Looks like in the rich parts of Paraguay. Like, look at that. And I think anyone can come here, because yesterday I found a redhead. One of the only redheads guys I've seen in Brazil. He was pale white like a ghost. Like here we were in Curitiba, everyone looks European and surprising. But yeah, here, and I crossed the road to him and thought, oh, there's a redhead here. He looked like an Irish, white as a ghost. And him and his friend just, they had like a small little girl with him. So I think here they might get, so if you're white and you're pale white and you're redhead, come to Curitiba, you'll get laid with lots of girls. And they just walk through here and just wander around, so anyone can just walk here. I don't think it's anyone's house, it's like an open house where people can tour. There's no graffiti, there's no crime, but then again, there's no police. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand, like places like Petropolis and Teresopolis, they don't have any downtown crime, they don't have any delinquents or anything like that, you know, or any, you know, like Rio, downtown Rio, you have people screaming after you for money. But I don't know how they do it. Like, but in the places in downtown Rio de Janeiro, they have police, military police in every single corner, and these homeless people running after you for money. They're stroking you. I mean, it should be like the opposite way around. Places like this should have military police in every corner to make sure that, you know, homeless people are delinquents, or, you know, or druggies or alkies aren't, you know, coming in to ruin the place. So they secure the place. I mean, but I don't understand, you know, because if I was homeless, I would come to places like this and ask for money. I mean, which I am, I'm staying at my friend's at couch surfing. But, you know, if I was like permanently homeless or hooked on ever did drugs or anything like that, you know, which I'd never done drugs in my life. Did a bit of marijuana back in 2011, but you know what I mean. You know, these people, I don't want to give a bad credit to the homeless people, but you know, a lot of them do waste money on alcohol and drugs. Because I used to be homeless, and I was in Manchester, and but I got myself on my feet within, you know, a couple of weeks. Asked for money. I used a cinema ticket. That's how I did it to sleep. I bought one of those monthly tickets. I begged for money, and I thought, okay, what's the most important thing I can spend it on to get myself on my feet? Food and shelter is number one. So I was homeless in Manchester, I think it's 2018 or 16, when there's a murderer going around, the canal pusher who pushed homeless people into the canal. So it's the worst time for me to be homeless. So I had to watch out that I wasn't getting killed while sleeping on the streets. But anyways, I'm going to do that story for another video. This looks like Rio Camarillo. Everywhere so civilized. But yeah, anyways, what I did was I bought one of those monthly cinema ticket passes. Okay, and then I thought, okay, that guarantees me a place to sit down and food for a month, because then people always leave leftover nachos and chips during, or a bit of popcorn. I did feel a bit sick from all the nachos and cheese and popcorn. Wasn't really a healthy way to live, and I thought I could sleep, you know, but you can't sleep because then they kick you out after each showing of the film. But I used to buy some earplugs, but the earplugs didn't help as well. You know, when I could sleep during the cinema time, I'll blindfold. But it didn't really help because the cinema was so loud. But anyways, like, I don't understand. There's no police here. I mean, it should be the opposite way around. But in Rio de Janeiro, there's homeless people. There's people, you know, always looking at you to try and rob you for money, staring at you. You're constantly on edge all the time. But there's police around everywhere. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Probably because there's no tourists. They go to the touristic places, whereas people know these unknown places like this. There's no tourists here, so the homeless people can't get the best money from them. Anyways, let's see the rest of Curitiba. This is the outskirts. Let's go downtown. Yeah, people are very, you know, like a lot of places in Brazil, they're very in your face, up close and in your face. In Rio, but here. Seems very cool. Very like any other, you know, European place where you go to the top to, they give you the space. Like in Japan, like in Sao Paulo. That's why I love Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo has a huge Japanese population, and they kind of have the Japanese mentality where like when I got on the metro, I was like, why is everyone so quiet in the metro? The metro is like a library compared to the chaos of Rio de Janeiro, and they give you their personal space, and they, yeah, even downtown, even the main city of Sao Paulo, the main avenue of Sao Paulo, they give you their space. They don't invade your space. It's very like in Japanese culture. Even the metro, like there's no one staring at you, there's no one getting close to you. Everyone's very polite, and I was like, wow, is this Brazil? So yeah, don't judge Brazil, guys. You can't put Brazil in one category. It's except for the fact that they are really PC. That's one thing, just really ultra PC. That's why the Russian girl loves speaking to me. She's very like sexual over not a bit anyways, like, but she's kind of in a funny way. She's kind of really out there, and which I really like. But a lot of Brazilians are very PC, very like complete 180. They don't want to be, and a lot of them can't think for themselves. But I think, look at that, it's very pretty. I don't want to speak bad about it because I don't want to say all, because it sounds a bit extreme and a bit too good. But during coronavirus, they were all obsessed with getting the vaccine. Because if you look at the flag of Brazil, it's all about, it says order and progression, and they do follow the rules a lot. And a lot of them can't think for themselves, whereas Russians and Eastern Europeans, a lot of them don't believe in God, and they're very, very DTF, you know, very cool, very open. I mean, remember, I was in Europe for 3 months. I knew I'd had like multiple girls who were going to come to my hotel or whatever, even though I really had a hotel because I was doing volunteer work. So that's why I want to go to Europe for that. And this feels like Europe, has the cold breeze, but every now and then a bit of sunshine comes out. But yeah, absolutely freezing compared to Rio de Janeiro. But anyways, let's see the rest of Curitiba. Hopefully I can meet up this Russian girl soon, do a good tour. As if it's something strange, because you don't see them in the past 7 years I've been around Brazil. But yeah, he came up in a nice suit, and I was kind of wondering, that's weird. You never see a came up to me in a suit. He's like really happy and really giddy, you know, like, hey, how you doing? What do you want? Is there anything I can do for you? Anything I can do for you? Which is really nice, because usually in Brazil, I walk into a store, or even in Paraguay, and they stare at me like they're going to kill me. You know, that's one thing. You come to Latin America, usually in England or USA, you walk into a store, no one bothers you, no one stares at you. But if you go anywhere in Latin America and walk into any store, they always come to your face, say, hey, how can I help you? Even Sephora, I go to Sephora sometimes, it's good ways to meet classy, good-looking women, and usually the women and stuff, how can I help you? How can I help you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? And they don't leave you alone. So if that kind of annoys you, just be careful. I mean, it sometimes does annoy me, but you just gotta be polite. They're not doing it to annoy you or anything. Just their job. You don't find that in USA or England or Europe. If you walk into a Sephora store or any kind of store, they just leave you alone. But yeah, that's why they kind of feel a bit unfree. Anytime you want, people think, oh, I can come over here, I can talk to any girl and I get lots of girls and everything like that. No, there's always, you know, you go in search for honey. There's always, you're gonna expect to get bees. There's always like security guards or someone coming up to you, you know, staring at you. You're always under watch. And it's probably expected in these kind of countries that are known for, I mean, the stereotypes of being known for danger and crime and everything, to stop it. So everyone is like under watch all the time. So there's hardly much freedom or rock and roll. This kind of reminds me of the houses in Petropolis. Really nice. Look at this. Lovely. This is here. Lovely. Oh, it's lovely. Bloody lovely. But yeah, it's expected to have security. That's probably what stops the crime and everything. Yeah, there's good and bad to everything. So people coming in and thinking, oh, I can go there and get lots of women. I'd be great with the women here and everything. You gotta, when you actually come here and you actually have to deal with a lot of stuff, you don't really care about that kind of stuff when it's end of the day. But yeah, we just need to focus on money and get lots of money and reach a good platform of freedom. So you don't have to worry about the bees. But yeah, look at these streets, all the like in a one big main avenue. Kind of reminds me of Argentina in Buenos Aires, the main avenue in Buenos Aires. Kind of looks like the a bit of Fortaleza as well. Fortaleza has these buildings all in a row, in a line, like in next to the beach in Balneario Camboriú. Yeah. So Bruce Lady, and they've got some good.